We are very, very proud to be able to announce today that we're going to be opening the park on Friday at noon. And it's going to be a special day, and there's a special reason for that, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. But that's the main reason that we wanted to have this press conference, is that we could show you a little bit about the work that has been done, show you the quality of the work and the whole facility, so you kind of see it all put together, and let you kind of get a taste for what the children are going to enjoy come Friday. Before I do get into some of the other items that I want to highlight, I want to recognize and thank Councilman Dana Jackson for being here with us. The council has been very involved and very supportive of this project from day one, and I appreciate Dana being here and being a part of this announcement today. Also, we have with us an employee of the city, but he's also soon to be an elected official. We have Mr. James Mayo, who is Police Juror-elect, the Calhoun Parish Police Jury. James, thank you for being here. We also have some members of the Downtown Development Authority. Stan Johnson is here. Anybody else from the DDA? I know that anybody else? Okay. Well, Stan, thank you for coming. And any other appointees or other folks here? I don't see anybody else. But anyway, thanks to all of you for being here, and this is a special opportunity to thank a bunch of people who have really been involved in this process. As you know, Christmas is going to be on Sunday. Christmas Eve is on Saturday. It kind of follows in that order, if I remember correctly. And but Friday we want to open the park, and as a special Christmas present for the children of Southwest Louisiana. And I use Southwest Louisiana on purpose because we had people from all over Southwest Louisiana coming to help us build this park. I can remember greeting people as they came through, registering, and some of the volunteers. And we had people from Ragley, we had people from DeRitter, we had students in some of the schools from all over the area that came and helped and participate. So this is truly not just a Lake Charles project. This was truly a project for Southwest Louisiana, and we want all the children to enjoy it. And the best way to do that when the children are out of school is to open up the park and give them an opportunity to experience what we have in store here as part of this new playground. Now, one of the things that I want to make sure that everybody understands is that Millennium Park is going to be more than just the playground. Okay, this is the playground at Millennium Park, but Millennium Park is actually going to be something much bigger than it has ever been before. And tonight, hopefully with Councilman Jackson's support, Dana, we're going to accept a bid on the, I hope, a bid for phase 2 of the park, and that will involve the area that you see sort of around here in the perimeter that's already fenced in. And this will be a true destination for families from all over. And it'll be something that I think will serve not only, again, the community of Lake Charles, but also all the residents of the area. And it'll be a destination. It'll add to the promenade, it'll add to the marina, it'll add to what we're doing downtown with the improvements that we're making with the Ryan Street corridor, with the other improvements that we have planned for the downtown, and be part of an overall complex and overall development and a remodeling of the lakefront in ways in which we have only been able to touch upon here in the last couple of years. But it really is something special, and I think it's going to be something truly unique. What we'll be doing on Friday at noon is we will have Santa Claus, who will be here making a special trip into to Lake Charles, simply to help us with this occasion. And he's got to get, of course, back on the road and get back to the job at hand. He's a busy man, but only he can do it. And so he'll be here to help us officially open the park. And then, as I wanted to point out, we're going to have the park open for the remainder of the Christmas holidays, except for Christmas. We'll be opening the park from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, again, except Christmas Day. And then after the holidays, the park will be open daily, but it'll be subject to temporary closure because as the construction for phase 2 of the park is underway, we'll have to accommodate the needs of the contractor and people coming in and out. So we'll be having to be a little bit of have to ask a little bit of patience and flexibility in working with us. We'll get appropriate notices out as best we can, but we'll have to be somewhat flexible in getting this done. There are a lot of people to thank, and this effort could not have taken place and could not have been accomplished without the help and without the generous donations of so many different people. I'm not going to get into all of that today. That'll come on Friday, when I will try to recognize some of the people that have really been involved in this project. But I would like for all of you who are here right now who were involved in the project in one way or another to raise your hand, just so that we can acknowledge you. All right, Cooper, all you guys, come on, raise your hand. Okay. Well, this just goes to show you how diversified the group is and how many different elements were involved in making this playground happen. And I also want to acknowledge the chairman of the project, who has worked just incredibly hard on getting this done. And before I ask Kay to come up, I want you to think about this. At this time last year, this project was not even on the radar screen. Okay, we didn't even think about rebuilding Millennium Park. We had talked about adding to Millennium Park, but we never even considered rebuilding Millennium Park. And then on January 9th, when the fire occurred, all things changed, and we said immediately after the park was destroyed by the fire, immediately we said, internally we worry about how that happened. Internally we get frustrated with the fact that that happened, and we regret the fact that it happened, but we didn't dwell on the fact that it happened. We did what Southwest Louisiana always does. Whenever something bad happens, we respond in a positive way. We respond in a determined way. We respond just like we did in Hurricane Rita. We don't go back and worry about how bad things are. We think about how we're going to make things better. And we made this park bigger, and we made it better, and we said that that's what we were going to do, and we did it in less than a year's time. And I think that is something incredible, something this community can take a lot of pride in, and certainly the person who has really been a key part of helping make that happen is Kay Barnett. I'd like to ask Kay to come up and say a few words. Kay.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, it is exciting that Santa Claus is coming to town, and I also believe he's going to have some elves too, so it ought to be a great time out here. And not only has this community put so much sweat equity into this project, we have had the opportunity to have incredible financial support from businesses in this area and individuals. We have several of those represented today, and I want to make sure that I say hello and thank you, and that's Citco Lake Charles and Entergy Louisiana, the Blue Knights chapter, Lake Charles chapter, Louisiana 8, okay, great, and Cooper Cares. Also, Wiley LeBert is here, who's one of our site captains. He put in 12-hour days for 2 weeks, and then probably that many hours a day for a couple more weeks afterwards. So, huge dedication. Eric Jessen, who was very involved with our art and design committee. And did I miss any of our other sponsors? Delta Downs, very good. Thank you so much, Delta Downs. And you all have been real involved with helping us underwrite that big tree house. So that's going to be one of the very fun components here. And I'm sorry? Oh yeah, well, you know what? That slide is kind of scary. I'll go after you if you go first. But this has been something very near and dear to my heart to be a part of, and then the whole committee and everybody's involvement. We were excited about the fact that we raised about 135% of our goal. And so those additional dollars were used to upgrade some of the design in the playground, and also we'll have excellent security and surveillance, a system out here and protection, and we want to make sure that this is as safe and sound of a playground as possible. So thank you again for being here. We're excited about Friday. We hope everybody will come out, and maybe we can go down that slide on Friday.